Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into Misty Moments. Today is an intro lesson on the law of attraction, or as those masters know, LOA. So if you felt it spooky, intimidating, or quite frankly didn't know what people meant when they said the law of attraction, maybe thought it was a religion and you stayed away, tune in because I've got some interesting information for you guys. So, this is a Misty moment, and today we're going to go over the law of attraction, or LOA. And whenever I heard that, being from a Christian Southern background, I was always very intimidated by that. I kind of categorized everyone from California as a Scientologist, super spiritualist, ready to take Jesus from me at any moment. That's kind of how I was raised, being from the Bible Belt. So I had a lot of preconceived notions as to what the law of attraction was, what it meant, and who were these people? Who were these people? And over the years, I just kind of left those people in that box and I went on with my life. So I am a Holy Spirit filled Christian. I love Jesus. I go to church every Sunday. I'm in the South and I believe in the law of attraction. Oh, am I like out of some peripheral closet right now? And I believe 100% in the law of attraction. So here's a little bit of my story and the basic concepts of law of attraction. So first of all, law of attraction, or people that believe in The Secret, are not a religion. There may be some weird sect that I don't know about, but these are basic fundamental concepts that stem from one principle. The mother of these principles is the law of the universe. So the law of attraction is one law that is encased in a set of laws. They're called the laws of the universe. That's a quick Google search, and there are thousands of people that operate by these laws. This is not a religion. It's not an ethics. It's not a morality thing. It's more of a metaphysical and a scientific background where science, energy, and all of these things go together and they come together and produce a set of principles that people believe are true. So that is the basis of law of attraction, is the law of the universe. There was an Australian lady, I don't know her name, that wrote The Secret. I'll post it when I remember. But she basically had a really bad breakdown in her life. She discovered a book, and that book led her to the law of attraction. And she researched in depth the law of attraction, and she wrote a book about it. And that book was called The Secret. The Secret has sold millions and millions of copies. It's on audio tape. It's in so many languages. And this book, The Secret, taught the principle of law of attraction, thus the new wave of followers to the law of attraction. So that generated a new buzz. I'm going to go into a little bit of my background with it. We're going to go over the basic principles, and then that's it. So I love audiobooks. I love quotes. You know, I was the kid in the classroom that would just read those quotes over and over. I loved books of quotes. We had a library in my house growing up. I was taken to the public library a lot. I had great teachers that really encouraged me to read, and I was a very quiet child, so I read often. I read anything and everything. I have no idea how many books I've read. I'm constantly reading. I just love information and magazines and things like that. I also love audiobooks. So I was going through a season of my life, not really necessarily bad, but more maybe search open. We'll say that open. Open's a good word. I was in an open season in my life in my 30s, and I checked out the audiobook The Secret. So I got it from a local library and I commuted. I'm outside of Nashville, so most of my work always entails a commute into Nashville, like thousands of us here. So I would play it on my commute to work. So I'd play it on my commute to work and I would listen to it. And I kind of thought going in that all of these people, like I said, my idea was they were all like kind of super spiritual junkies. I mean, I really don't know. I definitely stereotype these people. So, and then I became one. So that's what I get, right? Got exactly what I attracted. Okay. Anyway, so I would listen to it on the way to work, and I was like, that's really interesting. That's like really interesting. It touched a nerve in my spirit intellect that had never been touched before. It kind of connected those questions that I had, that, okay, I believe in a God, but how does this happen? And how does that happen? There's an actual metaphysical way that all of these things are happening. So it's not saying that these things don't happen, and sometimes they do seem contradictory, but in the eye of science and law of attraction, it all really does make so much sense. So as they're talking about the law of attraction, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this my whole life. Like, people always would say I was lucky. They were like, you know, you just seem to pull through things, or I would always get the best table and the best parking space. And if I decided I want something, I would just kind of get that in my life. And I was just like, wow, you know, if I've been doing this my whole life unknowingly, like passively attracting these things to me, surely I'm not that powerful. Guess what? Okay, so that began the wheels turning, and then I started listening to Deepak Chopra, and I went on a spiritual rampage, and I listened to all of these people, and it really resonated with me, and I started kind of testing it in little ways. And I think probably when you find out about the law of attraction, that's the first thing you do. You're like, okay, is that right? Well, I'm going to think about buttercups, you know, and be careful because you'll begin to see them everywhere. Now that leads me into what is actually the law of attraction. So I've told you a little bit of my story. I've told you about The Secret and how that book was written. And now, what is the law of attraction? So here's how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction states that anything you focus on, you'll draw into your life. Most importantly, feelings. So if you focus on the feeling of love, you will attract love in different areas. So the law of attraction states, and it states, like I said, there's no morality or ethics in the law of attraction. This is purely scientific based. When you think about something, when you give energy to a thought and you focus on something, you will attract that into your life in a variable myriad of ways. So if you focus on love in one area, you could receive love in other areas. Okay, if you think about karma and you giving it out and receiving, or sowing and reaping, it's very, very, very similar. So the law of attraction states what you focus on, you attract. So if you have, if you like good quotes and sayings, maybe over the years you've noticed that people have started saying, you know, don't kill my vibe, or, you know, energy, or, you know, my energy this year. All of that is law of attraction. Okay, so you have energy in your thought process. You are energy, and that is scientifically based. You are an energetic being that exists, and when you focus on something, you attract more of that to you. Got it? Okay. There's a song called Bad Liar that's out right now. And there's a lyric in that song that's like so cool. It's so amazing. And he says, I'm creating my own problems. So the law of attraction believes that if you focus on your problems, if you focus on being down, if you focus on what you don't want, oh, I wish I wasn't this size, I wish I wasn't this size, I wish I wasn't this size, guess what? You stay that size. Have you ever noticed that when you focus on something, it seems to snowball or get worse? If you think about all the sayings that we have, you know, I hit a winning streak, or you know, this thing spun out of control, or things happen in threes. That's a big one. Things happen in threes. First bad thing happens, focus on it. Second bad things happen, you focus on it. Third bad thing happens, you get used to bad things happening, you focus on good things, and then it stops. So basically, your intention and your focus is what draws those things to you. That's what the law of attraction states. And like I said, it's not a religion. I'm not going to go into any more because that would be getting into the details of law of attraction. And this was just to show you the basic fundamentals of law of attraction. And that is, what you focus on, you get more of. Like attracts like. And where your energy goes, you get more of that. So this week, try to stay a little bit positive. Check out all my videos on mistymoments.net. This was just a brief overview. I will be doing an in-depth video, and I do have videos on manifesting, which is a huge part of law of attraction, on mistymoments.net. There's actually how to manifest your best life on there. And I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm Nashville Misty on all socials, and this is a brief overview of what is the law of attraction. Have a blessed one. Bye.